So this is a 70 Charger that I got. That's a legit barn find. It's been sitting in a barn in Western Mass since 78, they told me. So sticker was 78, so probably 79 or so. But overall it's pretty decent shape. Definitely looks worse than it is. The grill's all there, bumpers are there, body's there. These obviously ain't the wheels that was on it. I had to change them all out. This thing was buried up to the lug nuts here in the front, almost up to the lug nuts in the back wheel. It was on the ground. Luckily, previous owner had put Galvy roof panels on the dirt under it before he put it away. So it really saved it. It's not too bad underneath. But this is just kind of a walk around. This quarter does have a good amount of old bodywork on it, and you can see there's a patch down in the bottom here. Frame rails look good. Most of the floors are good. Trunk floor is going to need work once you start poking at it. The roof looks totally solid, and there is some holes in the floor right over the torsion bar cross member. But outside of the fender being bent a little bit, it's nice and solid. The rockers are all solid. Anything you're seeing in the picture is just surface rust. But you can see some terrible old bodywork here. You can see in the back, there's a little rot right there where there's a patch put in at some point. And it does have some of the typical rot right under that molding there. But overall, the roof on both sides is solid. And a little rot on the top of the fenders. And you can see this part's whiter than the rest. That was old bodywork also. And you can see green coming through on the fender. So that was changed at some point. And you can see this primer here. And paint flaking off, unlike the rest of the car, kinda in a different fashion. So this was all body worked at some point. And that was one of the other wheels that was in the barn with it. Here's the matching one. I managed to get this one to take enough air to get it on the trailer, and then I changed out the other three. But overall, she's pretty solid. Taillight panel, rear body panel. Same thing on this side. Rockers are all pretty solid. And it's got a 440 in it. I took the fan off to try and attempt to turn it over, but that ain't happening. You look, it is rotted right off the head, 2 center pipes, and the motor's just locked up solid. You can see like rust buildup in some of the pulleys. It's been sitting a very long time. But overall, aprons, cowl, all that are all pretty solid. I'll know a little more when I clean it down more. Must have did a lot of traveling on dirt roads. Put an extra piece of mesh here so rocks wouldn't hit the radiator. And the hood itself, outside's pretty decent. But we got this one section of rot right here. So, salvageable. And inside, I haven't done a full cleanup on it yet. I did clean like this section of the door panel and one little corner of the seat just to see. But like the door panels, as long as the smell comes out of everything, they'll all clean up good. Back seat, rips in it, and you can see that's a rot hole in the front floor. And then that side over there, up to the gas pedal, but the outer side's fine. It's old Budweiser pull tabs and dashes. Totally complete and no cracks or anything. Driver's door window and vent window smashed out of it. Headliner, mice have gotten to it. And I still have to pull the carpet out of the back, get it all cleaned out. Man, it smells bad in here. There's a power window car, but no AC. Automatic on the column, buddy seat. New York Athletic Club, 77. And there's the thing, don't want all the info out there. That's a place, Silver Springs, and that's in Florida. So this thing went to Florida at some point in its life from Massachusetts, and it was last on the road in New York, although I did get it in the western part of the Mass state. But it's Charger 500. Charger 500 is not really special in 70, 69 it was. But yeah, so that's it. I still got to mount up the other two wheels and tires I got on the other side and get them on this side. But yeah, so that's it. Just kind of wanted to do a walk around before I started pulling some of this apart to swap the motor and scrub out the interior. But thanks for watching.